Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Highly intriguing Ravio here with a beautiful, glorious face cam for once. And welcome back once again to the Battle Factory and our special Veterans Day episode. And for today's Veterans Day episode, I figured who better to represent the spirit of Veterans Day than our boy here, Braviary. Of course, in its Pokedex entries, it states that the more scars it gets, the more respect it gets from our peers, which really it should be for veterans. And I'm surprised that most people just view this as a day off and some veterans are even still working in their jobs on this day. Anyway, on to our main set and not off of a Ravio rant. The first set we're going to look at right here is, of course, just the standard set that Smogon would show you. First, going into the base stats of this Pokemon, it's got 100 stats in its HP, 123 stats points in its attack, which is not bad. 80 speed. I honestly wish it could be a bit better, but we try and make it work here on the Battle Factory. Now, on to the item. You got a few different options here. Smogon suggests a choice scarf, although you could also go with a choice band or even a life orb. You could even go with the life orb if you wanted. If you want just a little bit more pump, but you want variety in your moves. And the ability, it gets 3 abilities: Defiant, Keen Eye, and Sheer Force. For most of the sets, we're going to be using Defiant. However, I will try and toy around with Sheer Force a little bit later if you guys are interested in seeing that. And I think I actually did a pretty good job. But beside the point, this set is made with a choice scarf in mind. So I'm giving him Brave Bird in order to just... That's the flying move you're going to see most often on a Pokemon. So, of course, you're going to see it on Braviary, because Braviary is the original Brave Bird. 120 power, 100 accuracy with 33% recoil, which means Braviary will be a ticking time bomb, but boy will he do damage while he's doing it. U-turn. I like U-turn on my choice Pokemon, just because if I throw out Braviary, then the opponent's like, oh, hey, guess what? Pikachu. U-turn gives me the ability to take out Braviary and give me something else that could better deal with that Pikachu, which is very, very crucial if you want to keep in a battle. The next move may be a bit weird. We got Giga Impact. I'm going from a, I guess, Shady Penguin kind of mindset right now, because he did this on his Dodrio. His Dodrio also had Brave Bird and Giga Impact. And the reason he chose that, which I actually like the reasoning behind this, is if we gave Braviary Return, you'd always use Brave Bird over Return. I mean, normal typing doesn't give you any sort of advantages or weaknesses. So he decided, if we wanted to go with another stab, let's go with Giga Impact. If for some chance you decide, you know what, Brave Bird is the only stab I need, I don't need to deal with this Giga Impact garbage, you could also give him Shadow Claw, or Rock Slide. All 2 other very good options. The third option you can take as far as those, you can choose between those 2 and the new move we are going to see right now, Superpower. Another 120 move with 100 accuracy. 8 power, but it lowers your attack and defense by 1. Pretty much a reverse bulk up. But you know what? If Braviary is going to be out there and you just need one big hit from him before he goes down, Superpower may be what you need to take care of that ice type that may try and screw you over. For this set, it is going to be the suggested spread. We have ourselves a Jolly Nature down here, as well as 252 stats in the attack, 252 EVs in the attack, and 252 EVs in its speed with a Jolly Nature. However, that only buffs him up to 284. Again, not really the best. It's not in sweeping range, but it's not really built another way that well. On to our next set. Another 252, 254, 252, 252 for setup. However, this time it's going to be a little bit different. Yes, we may still have the choice scarf, but this time I'm giving him Sheer Force. I decided, you know what? Let's toy around with Sheer Force a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Because Sheer Force can be a very powerful ability. You see Pokemon like Nidoking and Darmanitan running around with it all the time. And I figured, you know what? Why not make Braviary? Why should Braviary be any different? So for the first move, I immediately went for Rock Slide. Rock Slide does have that 30% chance to flinch. However, Sheer Force is going to take that away, but it's only going to make Rock Slide stronger, which means you're going to have a very powerful Rock Slide to deal with those ice types, to deal with other rock types, I guess. Other things that may try and get in your way. Shadow Claw has a high crit ratio. I am relatively sure that Sheer Force can handle that for you. That Sheer Force takes away any sort of high crit chance, but you're going to have a much stronger Shadow Claw to take out those ghost types. The next one, I figured, you know what? Let's try and make this interesting. Braviary gets Crush Claw, which normally has a 50% chance to lower the target's defense by 1. But if we take away that percentage, we just have a stronger Crush Claw, which you have normal stab on top of that, and you have also a monstrous amount of power coming from a Crush Claw. And for the final one, there wasn't really any sort of flying move that gave him a little niche with Sheer Force to deal with, so I just decided, you know what, let's give him Brave Bird again. If it's not broken, let's not try and fix it. Again, going over the stats for another time on this Braviary and the previous, we've got 252 stats in it, EVs in its attack, 4 EVs in its defense, special defense, and 252 EVs into its speed, once again with the Jolly Nature. Now, while I was looking at Braviary, I mean, I couldn't help but notice that glorious 100 hit points. And I figured, you know what? Let's try and make him tanky. Because for all I know, we could definitely try and make him tanky. So, for the spread on this one, I gave him 252 EVs into his hit points and 252 EVs into his special defense with a careful nature. Why would I do that? I would also give him... I'm also going to give him leftovers, so that way you get a little bit of health back in return. And the Defiant ability, because Sheer Force wouldn't really help in this situation. Defiant ability, because Sheer Force wouldn't help in this situation. Please excuse my ear cleaning. Please. Now, he gets Bulk Up. So you've got a specially defensive Braviary that will be able to raise his defense with Bulk Up. So you're going to boost your attack by 1 and your defense by 1. So if you sit and try and take some hits while boosting up those stats, you could eventually get to a point where Braviary just won't go down, and then you just got to worry about a special defense. I also gave him Roost so that you could get even more health back in case leftovers wasn't doing enough for you. Then I gave him Facade. One important thing that I've always noticed when I've tried to run tanky Pokemon is once they realize you're being tanky, they're going to try and toxic you, they're going to try and burn you, they're going to try and do something to take away your power. Facade could counter that, in my mind. If you've got a toxic, you're going to start hurting hard. If they try and paralyze you, you're going to start hitting hard. If they try and burn you, you're going to hit hard, especially with a few bulk ups behind it. You've got a Facade with the normal stab. If they try and throw out a Pokemon to intimidate you, you're going to get even more of a boost, which can definitely help you out. For the final set, or the final move on this set, I chose Aerial Ace, just because I figured that the Brave Bird that we gave our last 2 Braviaries would be kind of counterproductive. I mean, if we're trying to keep as much health as we can from taking the attacks, I wouldn't want to lose health from my own attack. So Aerial Ace is just a solid choice. I figured it would be better than Brave Bird in that sense. I'm sure if you want to give him Rock Slide or something like that, you could. Keep in mind that I'm just giving suggestions. You do not have to copy my set point for point, but you can if you want to. But anyway, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Hylian Trainer Ravio. Be sure to tune in next time for another great episode of the Battle Factory. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out my channel for more Battle Factory videos. And also, big news here, I have started a Twitch account on twitch.tv, which I will be attempting to stream occasionally on. So if you guys are ever bored and you need something to do, come on down. Come on down. I won't be shy. I don't bite much. But other than that, I mean, you can come down. I'll be playing stuff. I've been playing a lot of SNES stuff lately, like Tetris and Dr. Mario. I've been playing Earthbound. I've been playing A Link to the Past. I've been playing Super Mario World. I might even try Kaizo Mario if I get insane enough. But other than that, I mean, it's all just a good time. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, once again, like, comment, subscribe, and check out my channel for more videos in the future. I shall see you next time on Battle Factory. And if you'd like, please, down in that comment section below, put in a Pokemon you'd like to see covered on the Battle Factory. I've kind of been running short on ideas, so I would love it if you guys could help me get some ideas and get this show moving a bit more. Anyway, see you next time.